So I want to do like vlogs, daily or weekly vlogs. I've just put some fake tan on and I've got my bra on and shit, and I'm about to straighten my hair because it's fluffy and just fucking doing my head in. And my nails are ratchet. So we love lockdown in Victoria, Melbourne. We love it. Absolutely love that. I've been thinking about doing this for a while now. I spoke about it briefly on my Instagram today, so I thought I would start the video off with me talking about this topic. A lot of people have messaged me and commented on my booktube videos, my romance recommendation videos, about how I am refreshing and how I don't sugarcoat anything and I speak about what's on my mind and I describe my favourite books and how they make me feel in a specific way. I am, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would know this, I'm obviously a pro-women, like pro-sex type of girl. I'm very passionate about female rights. I'm very passionate about how we as women have been sexualized since we were children. But as we grow older, sex is a taboo topic. That's wrong. We have been sexualized since we were children. Why the fuck can we not be open about our sex lives and ask questions and talk to one another about these topics? You know, it's so bizarre that, you know, I know so many women out there who like don't masturbate because they feel like it's wrong and that's like a man's thing and only men do it. We're not allowed to do it. And it's like, hun, we are women. We are sexy. Our bodies are created to harbor life. That is the most powerful thing in the entire world. No man can grow a fucking human in their body, can they? No. So I'm so passionate about being open with one another and having conversations and talking about sex and being comfortable about it. Anyway, I really want to start incorporating that, not just in my booktube videos, but in all of the content I create on Instagram and on here. And I really want to start doing, you know, daily or weekly vlogs of just me in my house, living my life and talking about these things. And I have had so many people say that coming to my channel is like speaking to a big sister. And I love that. Oh, sorry. I absolutely love that. And that makes me feel so, I don't know. Sisterhood is such a powerful relationship and having that connection with someone is magical. And I love that I can bring that to you guys if you don't have that in your life. I want to have these conversations on camera and with you guys, and I want you guys to ask me questions. You know, what topics do you want me to talk about? Do we want to talk about periods? Do we want to talk about sex? Like, what do you want to know my opinions on certain things? Like, I just want it to be that type of place. When I fell into the whole reading romance, I've always been passionate about this stuff, but when I started reading romance books and started learning more about like the different fantasies women like and want, and you know, learning more about the female body, it really got me going. Like, it made me so much more passionate and like interested in this topic. I just think it's bizarre that in the world that we live in, you know, we're sexualized, but yet we can't sexualize ourselves. And if we do, it's a negative. And I don't think it should be. I am so against slut shaming. If someone calls another female a slut, there's obviously like a deep meaning for it in my books. Like if someone like sleeps with your boyfriend and they know it's your boyfriend and they're friends with you, to me, that's like a dirty dog move, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, yeah, you're a slut. But women who like just enjoy sex, you know, may sleep around, have more than one sexual partner, I hate that they get like slut shamed because it's so fucking wrong. Like, we're allowed to enjoy sex too. It's not wrong to enjoy it. And it's not wrong to experiment and explore our bodies with other people. Men, they don't get any fucking negativity when it comes to sleeping around. It's like, fucking, here you go, mate. You've slept with, you know what? Your body count's over 100. Here's a gold fucking medal. But like, if a woman has a body count that's over 100, it's like, she's gone around the block too many times. She's used goods. Oh, hate it. I just want to start having content like this, where we're just chilling, doing shit around my house. And chatting about this stuff, and I want to know if you guys are interested in it too. That would be really good to know. If you're not interested in it, then okay, I won't go down this path. But I don't know, I think this kind of stuff is so much more important than beauty and makeup. Obviously, I'm still a beauty and makeup channel and fashion. I love anything female. I love being a girly girl. I love dressing up. I love wearing makeup. I love being creative, but I'm also very passionate about reading romance, and I'm also very passionate about being a woman and expressing that. Oh, Jesus, I'm popular. I don't know what type of topics you guys want to talk about. Like, I'm down for questions if you want to know personal stuff. Obviously, I don't want to be talking about anyone else's business, but if you want to know more about me on a personal level, I'm so fine with airing it on the internet, honestly. I've lived life, let me just tell you. For 25, considering, like, when I say I feel like I've lived life, I haven't traveled the world and shit like that. But in 25 years, I have learned so many lessons to do with being like a woman, and bad relationships, bad sex experiences, good sex experiences. You know, I know my body so fucking well. Like, I know my body. Like, it's crazy how some women don't even know. Because, okay, here's a little bit of a, like, insight. I'm not on birth control. I haven't been on anything, like the pill, anything like that, for, since I was 18. No, 17. I'm now 25. And, you know, when I say to people, they're like, oh my God, aren't you scared? Like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, no, because I don't, like, have sex when I'm ovulating. Like, I don't, like, I know my body. I know when I'm ovulating without even tracking it on the calendar. My body fucking tells me. The signs are pretty obvious when you're ovulating. And I just don't boink around that time. Pull-out method works, guys. Not always. Don't quote me on that. It just works for me. Yeah, I just kind of don't have sex around that window. And I'm fine. But even if it was to accidentally happen now, like, I've been in a relationship for, it's coming up 7 years. We're not breaking up anytime soon. The conversations about children come up all the time. You know, if I was to accidentally do the deed during ovulation and fall pregnant, it is what it is. It wouldn't be a negative. I'm not trying to, but if it happens, it happens. And I feel like me and my partner are in a good place in our lives, a good place in our relationship, that if that was to happen, we would cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, every time someone, like, says that, they're like, oh my God, aren't you scared? And I say, like, I know my body, I know when I'm ovulating, and I just don't do it around the time that I'm ovulating. So many people in my life are like, oh my God, you really do know your body. And I'm like, why don't you, hun? You should know your body. Like, as women, we should be, like, knowing what's going on. Like, it's so fucking important to be, like, checking your shit constantly, knowing what's going on, like, knowing yourself. And that's something that's so bizarre. Like, some girls, you know, they don't even know when they're ovulating, or they don't, or, you know, when mucus changes down there, they you know, question it, but they're too afraid to ask, to get informed about it. And it's like, that's bizarre to me. That's bizarre. Like, you should be able to reach out to a friend and be like, yo, like, this shit down here is, like, a little bit more stickier, like, a little more sticky than usual. And they should be like, yeah, because blah, blah, blah. This could be the reason why. Like, why is that, like, a taboo? Like, why is vaginal discharge not spoken about? Also, I really suggest the app Flow, where you track your period. You can also track your pregnancies on there, track when you're ovulating and stuff like that if you're trying to get pregnant. And that has a lot of good, like, there's doctors on there that, you know, give you information about your body, like, about STDs, STIs, fucking infections, like, if your body's changing down there, you know, if you've got tender breasts, what that may mean. Like, it's a really good app. I've been using it to track my period for years, but I don't really even, like, track my period that much anymore because I have a really irregular cycle. So the app really doesn't even help me because my period just comes whenever the universe thinks it's time to come. I don't know if it was just the way that I was raised. Like, my family, we're not overly open, but it was always a safe place with this type of stuff. Like, I remember I used to ask my mum, like, really fucking, like, intense questions when I started getting, like, curious about sex and stuff like that when I was younger, and she was so open with me. And even my dad, like, he was always really open, well, to a certain degree, with this type of stuff as well. So it was like, if I ever was worried about something or concerned or anything, I could go to them and they could, you know, guide me in the right direction. That's something I definitely want to have with my own children. Here's another funny fact. Let me explain what I mean by saying like my family was open when I was growing up. When I first started having sex, here we go, we're getting real fucking personal on fucking YouTube. I had issues down there with getting aroused, and I told my mum, and she was like, we're booking an appointment right now. So we booked a doctor's appointment, and the doctor pretty much just said, like, obviously there's not enough foreplay. Whoever you're sleeping with needs to, like, make sure, like, there's enough foreplay, otherwise you're gonna hurt yourself. Anyway, and the doctor suggested, like, get some lube. And then a few days later, my parents went and did their grocery shop, like went food shopping. I just had to charge my camera a little bit because it went dead. But as I was saying, I finished straightening my hair too. It's getting so long again. I need to get another trim. Anyway, as I was saying, like when I first started having sex or whatever, and I had issues, and the doctor said, you know, I need to use lube, or whoever I'm having sex with needs to, you know, focus on some good ass fucking foreplay before they fucking go in. And yeah, obviously my mum was in the doctor's appointment, and then yeah, I went to school a few days later because I was in high school at the time. And then when I came home from school, my parents had done their grocery shopping that day, and I walked into my room and there was some lube on my bed. My parents bought me lube when they were doing the grocery shop. So yeah, that was how close and comfortable and open we were. Some people might think that's really weird, but I actually, like, I want to be like that with my kids. Like, my kids will totally think, like, Mum, shut the fuck up. Like, you're embarrassing me. I don't want to talk about this stuff with you. But I think it's, like, so important to have those types of relationships with your children. So yeah, here's the start of a new chapter on my channel. Hope you guys enjoy.